certain errors I made when I was growing up. Married very, very young at the age of 23. Ministry was tough in those days. My life was always on the road. I was always gone. I was telling them about Bishop Ben. I used to go 6 weeks, sometimes 8 weeks, to North America, South America, Asia. Travel for days to be able to make ends meet, to provide and take care of the family, because the church couldn't take care of me. And I learned very early not to depend on tithes and offering and depend on people, because that will wound you. I had one experience and I said, no more. I'm not depending on anybody but God. And I realized when I look back and I look at the lives of my kids, I was never there. I provided, I paid their school fees, I made sure they had everything they needed, but I was never there. And I'll go. And even when I come, most times I'm tired, so I have to sleep. And by the time I'm up in the morning, they've left for school. By the time they come back, I'm in the office. When I come back from the office, they are asleep. When they wake up, I'm asleep. I was an absentee father. That even though I loved them and I cared for them, I lacked understanding of many things. That is not just provision and providing, but you need to have that emotional connection. And it wasn't there. So they have to raise themselves, and they got to learn to be survivors and create all kinds of things in order for them to survive and to fill that void. But nobody can fill those void, and nothing can fill that void but the love of a father. And it is taking a lot of work to try and bridge that gap. Yesterday I took my grandchildren into the pool and I started doing aerobics with them in the pool. And as I was dancing with them and exercising with them in the pool, I realized that that was what I should have done when my children were like their age. And let me say this to you. Let me say this to fathers and mothers. I know you mean well, and I know you love your kids, and I know you got to provide ends meet. But in the mix of fighting for everything to provide for them, make a little time every now and then to bond with them, because you're going to need it. Because if you don't bond with them now, there'll come a time and there'll be such a vacuum between you and them that's going to take a lot to fill it. One of my sons, he don't call me dad. I've done everything to say, listen, I'm not saying, call me dad. And he keeps unconsciously calls me sir, because he never saw me as a dad as he was growing up. He saw me as sir. He saw me as this anointed, gifted, powerful man of God, but not a dad, because I was never around to play with him. And I'm trying to make it up, to work at it, to bridge the gap. And he takes everything you can take, you can think of. He takes every grace, he takes every humility, he takes all your humanity. Madula kasa, wasalahatu kifalu salas.